Hello and happy Wednesday, Gogglefroggers. Cheers. Oh, it's all three of us.
Hello.
Hello. And a huge welcome.
Guess.
Oh, wow. You're on gin.
Well, it's the right colour, but is it gin?
I'd say it was a nice orange gin.
Yeah, orange and passion fruit.
Oh, sounds fab. And hello, Robert. How are you?
Tired.
Oh, you're definitely going at 9 o'clock or before.
No change there.
And hello to every single Gogglefrogger in the world. This is Wednesday evening. At least one person's on gin, which is good. So you know the rules by now. Hopefully you've got some simple knitting or crochet with you. And hopefully you've got a drinkette of some kind with you. I've got, I'm on cordial again. That is not a gin. It would be a very nice gin if it was. And so for the next hour, we're going to chat about who knows what. We might talk about people. Who knows? We might talk about news. There might be something interesting. But really what we're going to be talking about is wool, yarn, inspiration, projects, you name it. So for the next hour, we will ramble on. And we've got a lovely chat box on the right-hand side. Just note, feel free to chat in that. Sorry, I've just dropped something on the floor. And we will read it out because hello, everyone on replay and YouTube. You're not going to be able to see this. You'll all be sent a lovely replay afterwards. And so hello to everyone on replay and YouTube? That's it. Sorry, it's a few hours since I've slept. And hopefully we'll get through this episode without me having to play the music twice with a coughing fit. So I think things are going a lot easier. So 2 extra days, I think I can talk properly now. So
was that Monday?
Yeah, we had to finish early and I had to play the music twice.
Oh.
Well, that's all right. It was the tremolos.
Exactly. So we've got a Facebook group, Gogglefrogs, Craft and Natter. What?
I've just remembered what. Thanks, Marion. I've just remembered what the music was. So very apt.
Why? What was it?
Silence is golden. So you put yourself on mute to have your coughing fit.
Oh dear, mind you, it wasn't that much golden, was it? Because I was like twittering on.
I do not know how I do it. Somehow, music 9 times out of 10 matches the theme for the episode.
You have ESP, Robert. You have ESP.
It's the universe. It's God. It's whatever. But
are you sure you weren't Nostradamus in a previous life?
Oh, I wish. I have a really interesting piece of music for this evening. It's a shame Lindy's not here.
Oh,
well, she might join later.
Yeah, if not, she'll probably listen. We'll let her know to watch the replay.
I know she's been watching the replays because she's been messaging me about stuff in. So all will become clear when we get to the music. Anyway, we were talking about YouTube.
Oh, we were just mentioning it.
Yeah. So sorry, we were finishing off the intros.
That's fine. So anyway, we've got a Facebook group, Craft and Natter, the Gogglefrogs Craft and Natter, and hopefully we'll have a few little pics that we can have a look at of little projects that people are working on. So we'll have a look at that later tonight. And if there's anything that you're working on, let us know. Take a quick picture and post it in the group so we can have a look and clap and say how wonderful your work is, because it always is. Absolutely amazing. Sorry, I'm doing my nails at the same time because I didn't quite realise what time it was and I don't want to break another nail. So I am secretly doing my nails as we speak.
That's crafty.
I've got to tell you, Robert sent me a message and asked me if I was on Gogglefrogs tonight. And just before he did that, Richard goes, "It's Wednesday tonight, isn't it?" And I went, "Yeah." "It's Gogglefrogs tonight, isn't it?" "Yeah." I'm going, "Oh, Robert's invited me on." "Oh, so are you going?" He goes. I said, "Yeah." I thought, why is he so anxious? And as soon as I went to make my drink, on goes the radio. It's football.
Oh.
Do you know what? Gary did a very similar thing right up until the last minute. It was like, are you going to go and do Gogglefrogs? Are you going to go and do Gogglefrogs? And I'm thinking, you just want an hour of peace because you don't get much peace anymore. Welcome to my world, Gary.
Oh, wow.
I was supposed to have the house to myself on Friday to get ready for Saturday. And he tells me today it's been cancelled because of a disaster at work. And I'm like, bloody typical. The first time in 18 months I was going to have a day off without him here.
Well, you have to get him to help you, Robert.
No, because he's got to work.
Well, I can come round and help you in the morning, but not in the afternoon.
Honestly, it's fine. I will be fine, and getting stuff ready will be fine. And Angela has said she'll come and help if it needs it. But I was just like, I wanted to lay in. I had so much planned, and nope. Never mind.
The best laid plans of mice and men of ganger eye.
I know. Anyway, shall we say some hellos?
That would be wonderful.
We are very few and far between this evening.
Hey, it's a party. You can have a party with like very few people. We're in double figures almost. So this is a party and
including us. We are in double figures.
Exactly.
No, because that number includes us.
Don't tell everybody.
Right, let's say some hellos. We start with Linda P. Hello, Linda.
Hello.
We have Janice. Hello, Janice.
Hello, Janice.
Hello.
We have Jane. Hello, Jane.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
We have the lovely Jackie. Hello, Jackie.
Jane, is it?
Yay.
We have Deborah. Hello, Deborah.
Hello there.
And Gogglefrogger number 1. Hello, Brigitte.
Hello there.
Brigitte kicks us off with Evening Peeps 282. Deborah says, evening all. Jackie says, evening peeps. I haven't been on Gogglefrogs for ages. You've been missed, Jackie. And we are very glad you are with us this evening. She says she's doing some embroidery on her Debbie Abraham's mystery blanket and drinking a cup of red bush tea.
Oh.
Very nice indeed. Do post a picture if you can get it on quick enough, of the blanket, as it is work in progress Wednesday. Janice says, evening all. Jackie says, at Marion, I thought it would be football. And then she says, what's happening?
It's football. How do I know?
Oh, I think she means what's happening Saturday. We'll come back to Saturday in a minute. And Linda says, good evening all. There we go.
Ollie, what are you doing?
So how are you both? I don't think I've seen either of you for a while, actually. Because I wasn't on a Monday. I was solo Saturday, and then we cancelled last Wednesday. So it was last Monday, I think.
Wow. Long time.
Marion, you haven't been around for a few weeks now, have you?
No.
So how are you both?
Okay, thank you.
Good.
And you?
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm okay. Yep. Just juggling too many balls as usual, and not balls of war either, unfortunately. Juggling work, juggling buying a car, juggling Gogglefrogs for Saturday, and juggling Sheringham. And at the moment, it's a case of which one falls first, and that's the one I deal with.
Oh, well, I'm sure you will get everything done. And are you working on Sunday?
Yes.
Oh dear.
Right.
I'm off Monday, and my plan on Monday is, other than Gogglefrogs in the morning, to do very little. Although maybe
I go back to bed.
Actually, no, that's not true, because I might be taking myself on a very, very long drive in my very, very new car.
What, you might have it on Monday?
Might.
What do you
really?
having?
So after almost a year, months of debating and weeks of test driving, we have gone for a Seat Ateca, and I'm currently negotiating with 2 garages in terms of the price, and one of them is in Milton Keynes and one of them is in Cambridge. The Milton Keynes garage, I've got to go back on Friday, but then I can't have the car till the following weekend, which is okay because then I'm on holiday. But the one in Cambridge said if I could get to them on Friday, I could have it on Friday. And I'm like, but it's Cambridge.
The thing is, Robert, if anything goes wrong, you might have to take the car back to Cambridge for repairs. No?
No.
Oh, well,
Any
that just
Seat
goes
garage.
to show how little I know about cars.
Because it's a new car, so it's a national warranty.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Well, it's not new, because I can't wait till March for a new car, because that's what they're saying at the moment. But it's a nearly new. So I think I'm going to go to the Milton Keynes garage on Friday and look at the one that they want me to have, or they've offered me, and then because that's slightly cheaper as well, and then maybe use Cambridge as a last resort. But who knows?
A few days is just a few days. Get the best deal. And the car's right for you, because you're going to have it a long time.
I'm going to have it a very long time.
Yes. Yeah.
So
isn't this exciting, Robert?
And it's amazing how you have a picture in your head of what you want. And I suppose this is like anything, ladies, when you go dress shopping for an event, you probably think, right, okay, I know what I want. And then you end up with something completely different. And I didn't imagine, I had in my head red car because I love red. Then I went to orange, and now I'm on a blue-green.
Oh, right.
That sounds nice. I was going to ask you the most important question as far as I was concerned. What's the colour?
It's a really nice car to drive as well. So
is it bigger? It's like
yes.
a Ford.
Yeah, it's about the same size as yours. I think it's a tiny bit bigger than yours. But I didn't want a big car, but I can't get in and out of the Golf anymore. So
can I say something as well? Right. I just want to let you into a little secret. A few weeks ago, Robert wasn't very well. So we had to go and pick him up from work. Well, no, we had to go take Gary to work. When he got in the back of the car, he turned around and he said, "It's massive in here." And when you just think, so I tell you why everybody needs an SUV type car. Because if you're on a long journey, you can sit in the back, and honestly, it's a dream to knit in. It really is. So they're great. Honestly, you've got loads of leg room. Like you can knit, and you've got plenty of arm space that way as well. Sometimes if you sat in the back of a car, they're a bit tight, etc. Honestly, they're brilliant. They really are. I have done Gogglefrogs from the back of the car and just put, honestly, they're amazing. And the boots, oh my God, the boots are so big. You would not believe how much wool you can buy and hide in an SUV. But
the only time I go on long car journeys is when I'm in a cab, usually.
Oh, God.
Trust me, they're not comfortable in
no, not a cab. No,
which is why if we're doing Southampton, it's, have you got a car, please?
Yeah. But just the thing, right? I took everything out of my car boot and put it into Alan's one day, and I pootled off. And I don't know how, but he came home and for some reason went into his boot and wondered why it was full of alcohol, shoes, and wool. So you won't believe how much you can actually get in and still get like your suitcase in and stuff like that. So I now have Alan's boot full of alcohol, wool and shoes, and the back of mine, I have no idea what's in the back of mine, but I need to sort them out. But yeah, honestly, bigger cars are brilliant for hiding and stashing. So that's what I'd say all of the time. So yeah.
Okay, so I'm not going to get away with that because I don't get away with it now. So, but yeah, having said that, I am really looking forward to it, but it's still not done yet.
And Robert is coming into the automatic genre.
Yes.
He's gone over to the other side, to the automatic.
Was the one downside of the manual version of the car was that it was just putting too much pressure on the left-hand side of my leg. So I thought, no, manual. Automatic, not manual. So there we go. Anyway, it's gone quarter past. Should we have some music?
Do you know what? We've managed to do it. We've managed to get him out of his flow, because normally it's shaking at 5, 6, 7 minutes. It's just like the music's supposed to be on now. So do you know what? That was really good.
Oh no, I've got over
it's
that.
usually us he's complaining at, Angela. I mean, do you remember once he had a moan because we hadn't done the music and we were sort of half an hour in?
The music.
I've just got used to it with you two now.
I know. So I'm really excited about this music now. So we'll leave you to introduce it.
Okay, so this is a piece of music I heard on Radio 2 this morning, and I thought, that's a really nice piece of music. And then they said what it was called and who it was by. So this is a new song by I'm gonna say older artist rather than the very old I was going to use. So enjoy. And never
that
a word
sounds nothing
spoken.
like her.
I know.
It was wonderful, wasn't it?
It's just bizarre.
I know.
The name bears no relation whatsoever to that sound.
I know. So, Lindy, you will not be the first person that has not heard that song before, because it's brand new from Diana Ross.
That was
being released in November on her new album.
Wow. So
just had a look.
That was really, really nice. It was like she's reinventing herself.
I know.
Totally.
And just if everybody did what the lyrics said, I mean, could you imagine it? They're like the G7 summit or the World Summit. If they all just got up and danced, wouldn't peace be made a lot quicker?
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
Good evening, Lindy. I hope you got the music.
Yes. I've just looked. Diana Ross is 77 years old.
She isn't.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know, and she's going on tour this year as well.
It's
wow.
quite incredible, isn't it? When you hear some people and you think she actually sounds younger than she did probably 50 years ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of this is done in a sound studio, but it was no different back then. It was a recording studio back then. Just do different things now. But her voice just sounds weird, like way different. And I just can't believe it's her. It just does not sound like her at all. But I really like it. And actually, when I saw who it was, I did go, oh. Because I am not, I don't really enjoy that sort of music, but I did actually enjoy that one. Not quite the birdie song, but no, I really enjoyed that. Like, that is much better than her normal stuff. What? And please don't. Oh, what is some of her biggest songs ever? Oh, it's just cheese balls. Total cheese balls. But that was really good. I enjoyed that. Thank you.
That's okay. You're welcome.
I think
we've all got a pretty eclectic taste. We all like bits of rock and roll. We all like bits of jazz and bits of classical. And that's us, you know. Jackie says, I like cheese balls.
I know. You know me. Do you know what? I sat there tonight and I heard one of my. I thought, oh my. You know, if ever I'm never going to be able to do this. You know, but if you know the desert island, whatever your 10 things were,
Yes.
and a track came on tonight, and I thought, oh my word, I would have this as one of my top 10, and it's so far removed from probably what people enjoy, but I think it's amazing. It's Beat, which is the Beat, to distinguish them as the British band, Mirror in the Bathroom, and I just think it's one of the best tunes ever, but not the sort that most people listen to.
Not one I know.
No, okay.
You'll
Let me know
have
if
to
anyone
store it
else
in your
knows
memory, Robert.
To what, Marion?
You'll have to store it in your memory.
Okay.
Jackie says she loves Mirror in the Bathroom.
Yay! It is incredible. But don't you just love the whole ska genre? It's like amazing. So forward thinking, I think. So Robert's now like, what? Ska was, you had to wear black and white outfits. So you'd have a shirt that panel was black, that panel was white. You'd have the reverse colour, the little trilby hats. It was Fun Boy 3, Scar, Selector. You're still lost.
Oh, right. Okay. No, so, right.
Specials.
I know what you mean now, because Dawn sent me a huge playlist of ska music. It's not what I called it, though. But Madness is ska-ish.
Is it?
Yes.
Playlist. Yes.
Madness is the middle of the road stuff.
Yes.
And then when you look at some, honestly, it's really not. Sorry, that's really bad. But Madness were amazing and became very mainstream and loved by so many. But it was a strange time, and I do remember wearing Doc Marten boots with baggy trousers flowing out of them. And what else did we all wear? Oh, I can't remember. The little green puffer jackets, and then we all had these green, like army edition bags, flip over bags that you had to write on. So they had to be written on.
Canvas bags.
It was like a canvas bag, yeah. It was just like what you had to wear, and then the little trilby. Were they little trilby hats? Or I can't remember what you called the hats, but yeah, it was really quite strange.
Well, I got news for you. Granddaughter wants a pair of Doc Martens.
Oh, does she?
And she wears a little puffer jacket because they're all in rage at the moment.
Actually, I shouldn't be cheering for that because that means everything has gone full circle, which is 25 to 30 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
Today they're black.
And I'm so glad that when I was growing up, I had to make do with hand-me-downs because that's all we could afford. So I never followed any fashion. It was just whatever I was given. So I don't feel old now when I walk around because I don't know what people wore when I was growing up.
It was weird because like some of the things, like I had lots of male cousins, so I could nick their clothes and wear them. And a lot of the more gothy type stuff you just rip to pieces. And actually, do you know what? My mum had some really good stuff that I could repurpose and I could wear and make goth. It was really quite good. But never mind.
Right, let's catch up on some of the chat that we've missed. So Brigitte says she would not be able to drive a manual car anymore. No, I have a feeling that once I've gone automatic, I won't go back. And I think Gary won't either. Lindy says, evening, everybody. Brigitte says, good to hear something from Diane again. Used to love her songs with the Supremes. Jackie says, beautiful song. Lindy says, just managed to catch about half of it. Definitely new. And she says, people's voices change over time. I started as mezzo, contralto, slightly different. I don't know what that means. Slightly different something. Jackie says she likes cheesy music, loves Mirror in the bathroom. Loves Scar, the specials, the beat, bad manners, etc.
Yeah.
Brigitte, thank you. Very much like me. Never follow any fashion of songs, just like what I like. And she loves Madness.
Yeah. They're amazing. Madness are amazing.
Jackie says, I want a pair of Doc Martens as well. And then Janice has followed it with, now she wants some too. And Brigitte says, same here, Robert. I was lucky though, because my best grandmother was a dressmaker.
Ah, fabulous.
I tried on a pair of Doc Martens. I could stand up in them, but I couldn't pick my foot up.
Yeah, they do
They
look
were
good.
that heavy.
I don't have the angles for boots. Don't like boots.
They were very comfortable so long as I didn't move.
So just get a pair of slippers. They're much, much more comfortable. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, look, folks. Ball number 4.
Oh wow! Hold it up, Robert. Let's see where you're at. I haven't seen it for a while. No. The crochet. What you're crocheting?
I knew what you meant.
You're a wicked lad. You're a wicked lad. Oh wow!
Wow, that's looking lovely.
It's quite big. I mean, look, it's a definite lap blanket now. And if I come, how far can I go back? It's covering my ankles. So
Wow,
yeah.
that is so good. Is it one of those that is instantly warming?
No, it's a gentle warm.
So you can feel the full, because wool, you don't get that really hot surge. That's more acrylic, isn't it? So that's really nice because it's going to let the heat out as well as keep the heat in. It's just, wool's quite amazing, isn't it? How it's able to do that naturally.
Yeah.
That's why you can wear it in the summer as well as winter.
Yeah, quite unbelievable.
I must admit, so yesterday morning, or was it Monday morning, I got up and put the heating on for the first time this year. This morning it went on for the longest amount of time that we've had it on for quite some time. But I was so cold yesterday, I actually wore a jumper to work today, and even then I was cold.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Now, I went out without a coat today.
Oh, I don't wear a coat. I can't wear a coat. I only wear a coat if it's raining. But
I only had a jumper on. I didn't have a coat on or a jacket.
So this is why I don't wear a coat to work, because the walk down to the locker room to get the coat, to then go back up, to then join the queue to get out of the building at night.
Oh,
he's gone quiet.
He has. Internet. Oh, you're coming back, Robert. Oh, hang on.
Robert's intermittent.
Do. The Twilight Zone.
So Ollie's come up.
Sorry, my internet dropped.
It's all right.
It's all right.
Yeah. So I was saying, if I don't wear a coat to work, I then don't have to go downstairs to the locker room and join the massive queue to get out at the end of the night. So it saves me 5 minutes, because I just literally say, good night, everybody, and we all walk out, and I walk out the door and beat the queue before everybody gets down and out, up and out of the locker room. And I'm one of the first out of the car park if I'm on a late.
Method in your madness.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yours is looking rather nice, Angela. It's looking very smooth.
Oh yeah, it's lovely. It feels almost what do you call it? I suppose a little bit like suede. You know, on that side, it's not shiny. It's just got this beautiful feel to it, and it's quite heavy. It's got like weight because there's going to be all the little tassely things on the end. But it's
I think really, I might be looking at that on Saturday.
It's lovely to knit with, and yeah, it looks beautiful too. Sorry,
because it's off. The support's off.
Sorry.
How much do you before you put the pattern in?
How what?
How much do you have to do before you put the pattern in?
Well, it's 6 inches.
Looks as though you're there.
Right.
I think so. So
No,
I'm just
that's only about
hopefully there's a ruler on one of these
That's not the
patterns.
pattern.
Yeah, there's
That's not the pattern, Angela.
what?
That's not the pattern.
Yeah, I just need the measure thing.
I thought you were doing the
I am. You start to put.
Oh, I see. You just went to a different pattern to get the ruler. Right, okay.
Because I didn't know whether it was on in here. So this is it. So just to let you know, you start the pattern. Oh, let's have a look. Hang on. What's it say? I'm gonna have a read. I'm sure I saw 6 inches somewhere.
Well, it looks to me as though you could be the roundabout there now.
Yeah. Oh God.
Anyway, Marion, you went like that. So are you
the
completely
support's off.
lovely? So what does that mean for crafting now?
A little bit every day. 20 minutes maybe.
Okay.
And that's it. Or just 20 minutes every other day. So, but I can sew, so I'm sewing up at the moment.
Okay.
All Saints Church needed somebody to sew squares up for a blanket. And I said, yes, okay. They've all been knitted by the same person, so you'd think they'd all be the same size, wouldn't you?
Nope.
She hasn't even cast on the same amount of stitches, let alone knitted the same amount of rows.
It's really interesting. I was having a conversation with somebody the other day about tension, and they said, I just don't get tension in knitting or crochet. And I said, don't worry, nor do lots of other people, because there's just too many variables. I said, even the needles that you use, not the size, but the type of needle that you use, make all the difference with your tension.
But if this lady had at least cast on the same amount of stitches and knitted the same amount of rows, I could have sewn that up considerably easier than having to ease in 8 rows, which is what I had to do on one square. Now, 8 rows is a lot to ease in to another square, which looked identical. So I'm counting rows to work in where I can do the ease.
I feel your pain. Do you remember that blanket I did for my old next door neighbour that her grandmother had done?
Yeah.
That was exactly the same.
Yeah. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I've joined 3 whole strips of 7 together out of 9. So I'm a third of the way. I'm a third done, which isn't bad going. Some are crocheted.
Right. So we've dallied around Saturday. So shall we just talk about Saturday?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Saturday should have been our regional day for the Bedfordshire Knitting and Crochet Guild, and we had a lovely day planned, didn't we, Marion?
Oh yes.
And we had lots of people coming, and then last Wednesday it all went a bit horribly wrong, didn't it?
It went, to be very polite, pear-shaped.
Because the silly at the hall we were using double booked us,
and we wouldn't have found out if I hadn't have emailed and said, may I please pay by backs? And that's when I got an email saying, I'm not booked you in. I haven't had anything from you to book you in. And I'm thinking, that's odd. So I searched my emails. 12th of March 2021, I sent an email with all the attachments saying belt and braces, which means I'd sent another one saying, here's the booking form. Can you please let me know if you've got Wi-Fi? And I got a response on the 17th of March saying, yes, we have Wi-Fi. So she had the email. And if you think steam's coming out my ears, you're dead right. It's not so fierce as it was. There's no vault. There's no lava now, but there was. But yes, I was not impressed. And
No.
then
And I knew she
a
wasn't
lady
impressed
very
because she
kindly
wouldn't
came to
tell
our
me.
rescue. Pardon?
I knew she wasn't impressed because she wouldn't tell me. Somebody else had to tell me. They drew
I
the
was
short straw.
so furious. I've used the words, I've been talking about this person to somebody else, and I've called it gross ineptitude.
Absolutely. So
And
anyway,
I've talked about sending an email to all and everybody at the local team ministry, telling them what I think, but that's going a bit far. So I have calmed down somewhat.
good.
But suffice it to say, we will not be using that venue again.
No, we won't be. So we're currently trying to find venue for May, and very nicely, everybody, the speaker, the workshop holders, have all said they'll move to May, which is great. So we've just got to find the venue. However, it did mean that sadly you wouldn't get to touch and feel our lovely yarn because we were going to be there. And then somebody came forward and said, would you like to host a pond pop-up at my house? So that's what we've done. So we are having a pond pop-up on Saturday in Leighton Buzzard. So if you were due to be travelling to us for the regional day, you can still come because we'll be there for 4 hours. I think we've got the house for.
Yeah, from 11 a.m. till 3 p.m. And I have been told that I can let everybody have the address, and I'm going to type it in the comments, but please don't read it out. So if anybody wants to come, I'm going to type it in now.
Okay. So you can come, you can touch, you can feel yarn. There's no obligation to buy, but we will be knitting and nattering for 4 hours as well while we're there. So it'll be lovely to see you if you can make it.
And it's I've just typed the address, and she gave me permission to do that. And it's between 11 and 3. We've done it as a come and you go knit and natter with a pop-up shop.
Yay!
And it's right by the train station as well, so you can walk if you're travelling in.
Yeah. You come off not the town sign, but the railway side, the other side, Linslade side. Walk down the little road that's there, turn left, and the house is on your right. You can't miss it.
Fabulous.
It's literally 5 minutes from the station. So my house is 4 minutes from the station, so that'll tell you. Yeah.
Anyway, so that's what we're doing on Saturday, so you would be more than welcome. Angela, it did dawn on me, we need to rethink Saturday's goggles and what we're doing with that. So we might need to have a conversation at some point.
I thought I was running it from somewhere I can run it from the car. And then we'll sort out. Goggles will happen.
Oh, okay.
You can always come to mine and do it from mine.
Thank you. So goggles will be happening. So because not everybody will be able to get there, but it just means that I may be talking with some with a mic on or something like that somewhere. So we'll make everything really fun.
Okay.
Oops.
Right.
Yes, it is pants, Jackie. I was looking forward to meeting up with you and other people, and it's nothing to plus the things I'd already bought for it. You know, like disposable mugs and plates and stuff. So I was not best pleased. But the nice thing is all the financial stuff has now been sorted. Refunds have been made. So it has all been done and dusted. And I still don't know whether to do anything about this woman's ineptitude, whether to make it whether to take it further or just ignore it. I really don't know what to do. So answers on a postcard, please.
On a poll.
Yeah.
Well, I'll do that now for us. Why not?
Yeah.
You can all decide
whether Marion complains or ignores. That's the poll. Complains or ignores.
Oh, complain, definitely.
Who to?
The vicar at All Saints, because they oversee St Barnabas.
In that case, it would be the parish office at All Saints.
Yes.
I can go to the vicar at St Barnabas.
I would send a message to the vicar at St Barnabas. Actually, address the complaint to the vicar at St Barnabas because it is their parish or their church, but then send it to the parish office at the same time. So then it gets to be seen.
So do I do it as a letter or as an email?
The question is, should you complain to the venue that let the girl down? So so we've got one answer so far. So if anyone would like to input into the poll, please do.
I can't click.
I don't think we're allowed to.
No. Oh well. Right. While we're doing that, then let's do Facebook.
The shame of it is, as well, is so many other people have arranged to do other things before they knew that we'd managed to set something else up, which is a shame, but never mind.
Well, let's face it, Marion, if you complain and they say, that's fine, don't use the hall again, or we're never going to let you book the hall again because you complained, we weren't going to go back anyway.
No, we weren't. And apparently this woman's done it before.
Well, there we go then. That speaks volumes, doesn't it? Right. So Facebook. So Deborah says, in case anyone is interested to have a look at the online Shetland Wool Week. I didn't even know it was Wool Week. Did anybody else know it was Shetland Wool Week?
Yeah, only because we were told, thank you very much, on Monday's show. So yes, so I know you've had a couple of let us know how the sessions have been, Deborah.
I think Judy's going or gone.
And then she says it's online Shetland Wool Week this week, and I've booked 2 classes. One on Sunday was a Fair Isle colour blending class, and the other one is on Friday. This was me playing with colour combinations.
Oh wow!
I like that.
I like that as well.
I like the orange with. I would never have thought of putting orange with grey.
No.
But I like that.
Do you know what? I saw something just on colour that was orange, teal, and grey, and it was actually an apartment, a living room. I was looking at Belgium.
It does, but I would never have thought of putting them together.
Pop up?
Huh?
Did my message just pop up on the screen?
Which one?
The one
I was frogging.
I was looking at something else.
Okay. Can someone let me know if that message that just came up on the screen, because it has the address for Saturday in it, so I'll need to go and edit it out.
Right. Okay.
Right.
we just went
20.
Right. Okay. Let me stop the auto thing going out.
No. It's of course it's the replay, isn't it?
Yes. So let me go and sort that out now. Won't be a minute.
Okay, fine. I'll carry on with Facebook. Thank you, Lindy. She says yes, it appeared. I was thinking of YouTube and editing it out. I wasn't thinking of the replay.
Yeah. Right. It's okay.
Right. So Deborah says, was quite restrained in my purchases at Yarndale on Saturday, but one of the few things I bought was a kit to make this lovely picture and pick and mix cow. That looks lovely.
Yes.
Really like that. That's going to be gorgeous. Safi says, Robert, autumn trees just for you. We were talking on Saturday about how I love the redness of the trees. And I asked Amber to post some pictures because they're gorgeous in America.
You are going to have to go once fall.
Yeah.
However, we were there this time 2 years ago, and fall is getting later and later. So you need to go later in October. But what we were beginning to see in Canada was absolutely, it was out of this world. They were beginning to change from the greens to the yellows and the golds, and it was gorgeous. Touch of red here and there, just to make you jealous.
Thanks. Brigitte says, getting on with the card for you know who. It's a Michael Powell design again. Oh, it looks lovely. Make sure you post a picture. Angela said, we know how much you love crafting, so we put something together just for you. Who doesn't love colouring in? So this is a free download from us. There's the event I've created for the pond pop-up. And then you may have seen this on Monday. Deborah says the best way to spend a windy, rainy morning. Did you share Dawn's experience of Keswick on Monday?
Keswick? What, the awful shop in Keswick?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's the one I told you about that I went into, walked straight out of. It looked like a dump.
So I think that means she's purchased these.
Yeah.
But not from that shop in Keswick.
Oh, right. Okay.
Just round, down the road and round the corner, we found a micro gin distillery, which rather made up for the rubbish wool shop. I walked in and I said, I looked and I thought, they're not going to have what I want, but I'll be polite and I'll ask. And I said, oh, have you got any local hand dyed or hand spun? No call for it. Thank you very much. Walked out. And Richard said, that shop didn't look very nice. I said, it wasn't. The floor was all tacky. Oh, you don't want to know. It was, no.
I'm guessing you shared this puzzle on Monday as well then?
Yep.
You're really storming through them, aren't you?
Yes, I've got another 1,000 pieces to do. Thank you very much.
I was going to say, is this a 500 or 1,000?
No, that's a 500.
That's a 500. So you're about to
That's a 500.
1,000 page. Okay.
But that one was, because there's no block color in anything anywhere, you didn't know where to pick out to start. So it took a bit of a while. Go back to the crocodiles. Don't know whether everybody saw that one.
Don't let anyone see how much we enjoy knitting.
Because they're knitting underwater.
Very clever.
Do you know what really, really, really frustrates me? When you are knitting and the pattern's wrong. And it's
it's not.
Yeah, it's not me. It really is not me. And you just think, seriously? No. So I've ended up with the right number of stitches, but they've obviously got it wrong because it does not work out. So never mind. It's just one of those things. I'll work it out.
Do you want to? You should log on to the website and see if there's been a correction to the pattern.
Yeah, I will do.
You shouldn't really have to do that.
I know. It's like,
right, so go back to your complaint. The poll is saying 6 people say complain. So
60%.
Yeah.
And it's just letting people know. So, sometimes they need to, when there is an inquiry for something, they have to be really clear about what has to happen and that the booking will not be confirmed unless this happens.
I think
so it's just for that person, whoever the booking person is, to make sure that they don't make the same mistake again.
What I think I'll do then is I'll print off my booking email, print off her response, print off my email saying, how can I pay? And print off her response and put it in chronological order and send it with a proper covering letter. We might do two letters, one just to St. Barnabas Parish and one to the team ministry at All Saints.
Yeah, it's just a real
and I can just basically, please say below, and can I just say, if you see below, you'll see that on the 12th of March, I booked this hall. On the 17th of March, my email was obviously received, and I have every reason to believe dealt with. On such and such a date, when I asked how I was to pay, I got the response on such and such a date that had no record. I trust you can see that this is blatantly not the case. Please advise.
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
How you intend to proceed, and just leave it at that, as simple as that. No histrionics. No how upset we are. I could say, needless to say, we are very upset because I've had to cancel. I can say I've had to cancel 30 people coming from all over the country. And they have been from all over the country.
I think you could also say that we're a charity and we rely on the income from the event, which is why we booked
the fact that we were going to lose money on it, they wouldn't know.
and we go to the same place every year and have been doing for X number of years.
Yeah, about 5, I think now, 5 or 6.
Is that all? I thought it was longer.
No, I think it's 5 or 6.
Oh.
Don't think so. Lindsay might know.
No, it's more than that, because I did. I'm trying to think.
It was before Wendy Poole moved to Devon or Cornwall. It was before Jane moved to Oxford.
It was before the sheep took the shot.
Oh, it might be 7 then.
Anyway, Janice says, I agree to complain, but it is a nice place, so don't know. Well, we're not going back, Janice, so I don't think we've got anything to lose. Lindy says, definitely right to both the parish office and the vicar, gently pointing out the great disappointment of the double booking. And then she goes back to Shetland Warwick to say, I signed up ages ago to Shetland due to being on the mailing list from my previous visit. And Lindy says she can't remember when the first one was. But I think it was I'm trying to think. It's longer than the first Sheringham.
It's definitely more than 5.
It's longer than the first Sheringham. That much I do know.
Yeah. How long ago was Sheringham?
6 years ago.
In that case, it's got to be 7 or 8.
And it was after I learnt to crochet. And I've got a feeling I've been crocheting for about 10 years now.
Good Lord, is it that long? I don't mean that long you've been crocheting.
No. I knew what you meant. Anyway.
It could be 11 years, you know.
Somebody's frantically counting and I just feel like shouting out random numbers.
No, I'm not. I'm looking from online.
Oh, what? See, there's
I'm looking online to try and find out if there is an amendment. Yeah, that's so. Oh, I found a really, really amazing little way of doing like a twisted scalloped edging in knitting the other day. I was surfing around on Pinterest, and I've got to find something that I can do this too. And when I can, I'll share it. It's absolutely amazing. So remind me in a month's time, if I haven't done it already, I'll share it with you. But yeah, I just want to see how it works. But it looks so incredible, and it looks really, really easy as well. So I'll show you.
Isn't it amazing how some of the most difficult things look really simple,
Yeah,
and yet some of the simple things are so difficult to do?
yeah. And this is it's incredible. You just have a long piece of like standard stocking stitch, and then just the way you twist the needle, like you spin the needle round after 10 stitches, and it twists the whole thing so it looks like a scallop. Then you carry on knitting, just you twist your needle again. It scallops it again. Absolutely unbelievable. And I saw it and I thought, that is the easiest thing to do. And if you do that on everything, everyone will say, what an amazing edge. So yeah, I need to find this and share it and have a little
Well, I was
practice
looking
myself.
at the Debbie Abrahams pattern that I'd done on one of her cushions, and did simple 2 rows garter stitch, I think it was, 3 rows stocking stitch, and on the 4th row you drop down and you pick up one of the garter stitches, and it makes it look like brickwork.
Yeah.
I mean, it's incredible. It's so simple, but
Yeah,
it
when
gives
you look,
such
you
an
think, who thought of that
amazing
one?
result. And you're thinking, why didn't I think of that before?
Yeah, but the whole brick.
And you think a picot edge is so difficult, but in actual fact, it's dead simple.
I have refused to do picot edging now for years until I did a workday scarf, and I couldn't believe how. Do you know what? It's so weird when you have to do a whole 200, 300 picot edge. You get 5 in, you just think I've had enough of this. But with the sorry, not workday, knit night, because you're just doing 1 picot at a time and going out, and the only picot that you have to really do is as you're binding off. Well, you don't mind then, do you?
No.
But yeah, picot. I hated picot. I thought it looked nice, but there was no way I was going to bother with it. But yeah, it was. Yeah, there's some really simple ways to start, to finish, to edge, and they're incredible. They really are.
You're going to have to next do a beaded picot so that you've got the weight there to make it drop.
Yeah. I keep thinking about that, but Robert, I can't remember what Louisa showed us.
I was going to ask you the same thing. I thought about that the other day, and I thought I need to ask.
I'm going to get in
Which
touch with her then.
reminds me,
Huh?
did you solve that conundrum about the pattern and the copyright?
Not yet. No, that's not solved yet. I'll tell you later. It's all right. No, nothing wrong.
It's not one of ours, is it?
No. We've done nothing. No, I'm just trying to ask to use something. That's all.
No, we were having a brainstorm.
No,
we were having a brainstorming
session, and I want the person to say yes or no, or this is how much you've got to pay for it. So that's all. I'm trying to get somebody to tie somebody down, so to speak. Now, when we went to our yarn event, wherever we went in the south, I don't know what yarn event it was that we went to, Robert. Farnham, thank you. We had an amazing 15 minutes, didn't we, with Louisa Harding, who showed us how to simply put her beads on, which are, and honestly, that technique was so simple, but I've forgotten it.
Did she use a crochet hook?
She did, yes.
She used a crochet hook.
Yes.
But the tiniest crochet hook in the world.
Yeah.
Like a 0.5 millimeter one.
And what she did,
I've got some of them.
She used the crochet hook with the bead on, and then pulled the thread through and then looped it back on to the needle, I think.
It was just so simple. And again, it's another little technique that everybody wants to do beaded work, but everyone finds it such a blinking faff that there's I just can't be bothered. And the two of us just
doing it.
Oh my word, why haven't we done this before? So I'll get in touch with her and just say, excuse me, but I want to use your beads. And so I've got my 0.5 millimeter crochet hook. So I got that. I've got beautiful beads from her, and they were stunning beads, weren't they? That her own yarn tellier, and we could see who they were from. But honestly, her beads glisten like nobody else's beads as we're walking around. So just a point there. If you are going to the blinking, well, if you are going to do beaded work, you want your beads to show from a mile away, but not glaringly. They were just beautiful, weren't they? They had a lovely shiny hue to them rather than being really shiny or really dull. They were incredible.
Yeah, they were. But the other person's beads who do that as well, they're not quite as nice as Louisa's, but Debbie Abraham's beads that she uses on her blankets and cushions, they do exactly the same thing. You can see them from a distance.
Yeah,
really close up to see them. So
I love Debbie Abrahams.
They're probably from the same place. They're probably the same ones.
Probably.
The same people that ignored you, Robert.
Sorry.
The same people that ignored you.
Yes.
Yes.
Rowan used to do beads, and Debbie Abrahams took over their contract.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Well, I've got some Debbie Abrahams beads, and I've got some Louisa Harding beads.
I've got
So
where's my handbag? Oh, my handbag isn't here. I've got a packet of her yarn tellier beads in my handbag at all times, just in case I ever bump into her again. I just want to see it again and again and again.
Well, I've got to get a really fine crochet hook down to Specsavers because the young lady there in the hearing department is having trouble finding something to clear out the tubes for the hearing aids, and a fine crochet hook pulling a yarn through does it.
Oh, incredible.
Because sewing needles don't bend, but a crochet hook will pull. You can stuff the yarn down and a really fine one, and then you can pull it through and it clears. That's how I clean liquid.
That's very ingenious.
Well, you've got multitudinous uses of crochet hooks.
Oh. And you know what? I didn't even know if I was going to be going solo tonight. So I'd got some, I'd pulled out some, what is it? Some patterns. Oh, some of these are quite nice. We'll leave them for another day.
The consensus seems to be that the first regional day was in 2012 and the first Sheringham was 2015. So I can vouch for the first Sheringham because this is the third one I've organised and we missed last year's. So 2022 will be my fourth year of organising it. And then Brigitte did two before me and Jane did the first. So 2015 is right for that.
Oh, so I have been to everyone.
Yes, we've both been to everyone. There aren't many of us that have been to everyone now, but
I haven't been to everyone.
I think Brigitte, myself, you, Lindy, Jackie have.
I haven't.
Trisha, I think, missed one. Helen, I don't know if... Helen might have been to everyone. Which means Mary.
I'm not sure that she has.
Oh, Brigitte is saying she did. Did you organise 3 Sheringhams? I thought you only did 2. In which
case, she did 3.
So it is 7.
Because I did 2020. I'll have done 2022. I did 2020 and 2019. But
that's 4 years.
Yeah. So if
that takes us back to 2017.
Brigitte did 3 before that, then she did
takes us
18,
back to 2014.
So it was 15. It was 15. The first one was in 2015.
No, it's got. No.
Yes.
Have I had too much gin?
I don't know. I'm not great at maths anyway. So I will have organised 2022, 2020, 2019.
Don't forget 2021.
We didn't have one.
I know, but you've got to use that when you're counting back the years.
I did. Well, I kind of did. I just missed it because we didn't go.
Yeah. Well, that takes you back to 2018.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, 2022.
You'll have done 2022. 2021 was missed. 2020, 2019.
Yes.
And that takes us back to 2018.
So Brigitte.
So who organised 2018? Brigitte. She did 3, which takes us back to 2015. And then Jane did a couple, which takes us back to about 2013.
No, Jane did 1. Jane did the first.
Well, that takes us back to 2014. Then.
No, that's 2015. Brigitte only organised.
Well, Jackie's agreeing with me.
No, Brigitte only organised 3. She did 16, 17, 18. I did 19, 20, 21 that wasn't, and 22 that is or will be. So Jane did the first one in 2015.
I can't
Jane
believe it's
only
not
did
both
1.
of
I
them.
thought she did 2.
I was just thinking that.
What?
This is another I can't believe it's not butter moment.
How many did Jane do?
1.
And then
I
she
thought she did
moved.
2.
No, she did the first and only.
Yeah, I'll agree with you.
44, 55.
I've written it down.
55, 61.
So it's a good job we
Yeah,
didn't
that's
have,
right, Brigitte.
It's a good job we didn't have.
And then Robert did 19, 20, 21 we missed it, 22 he's doing again.
Yes.
He's not doing it again, but he's organising it again.
Yes.
He's organising it. But it hasn't happened, so he can't do it again.
Oh my word. Oh my word.
Oh dear.
Well, with that, I can't believe it's not Sheringham
Gin.
moment, at which I thought, oh, I'll just leave them to it. Yes.
Yeah, well, I am now going to Sheringham.
Yay!
Yeah, we reluctantly had to cancel our holiday. Ollie's boarder was unable to have him, and it was getting close to paying final balance. And we couldn't get another one. So we took the decision reluctantly to cancel. But him going into kennels was a non-starter. I'm sure everybody that's met him will understand why kennels would be not for Ollie.
Well, I would offer to have Ollie here, but I think that Splodgy Dodgy would take Ollie out. She is tiny.
And I don't think Alan would be too pleased either.
Alan will come out of...
And Ollie can't go. Ollie can't go to Sheringham.
Yes, he can. He's a guide dog.
But
Richard's not going.
yeah, so Ollie can't go to Sheringham.
But in view of how Alan was with him, shutting the door, and I'm not having anything to do with that dog, I can't see Alan.
No, he'd be petrified. Alan does want a dog, but Alan is very, very cautious. I think if you haven't had pets as a child, it can be a little bit concerning when there's rather a large bounding dog running towards you or making a few little noises that are totally alien to the non-animal loving fraternity.
Look at the size of Ollie and look at the size of your mum.
Yeah.
And how well they get on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but
he is so gentle with your mum. It is unbelievable.
7 dogs over the road attacked Alan. 7 dogs over the road went up and were just in awe of my mum. But I think, yeah, never mind.
We once had 2 visitors to the house when we had cats and no dog. One loved cats and one hated cats. Where did the cat go?
One that hates them. Always. I never forget, Dawn, if you're watching this on replay, if it ever goes out on replay, because I've cancelled it at the moment. I remember that Charlotte Stokes, who went to New Zealand, she didn't like cats. And Dawn's cat went and sat right next to Claire. Sorry, not Claire, to Charlotte. Continued to try and sit on her knee the whole of the afternoon tea. And you know when somebody doesn't like cats and they're trying to shoo the cat away, it was they always go to the person who does not like cats.
Well, in this case, the person that didn't like cats was a young man, 6 foot plus, and built like a rugby player. And we had this cat called Rosie. And she was Coco, it was Coco. She loved people. She absolutely adored people. And he came in, Ian, his name was, he came in, he sat down. My mother-in-law, who likes cats, sat down. She called Rosie. Rosie took one look at her, stuck her tail up in the air, jumped up on Ian's lap and started pounding and purring. And Ian, like this.
It's so funny. They are just so funny. So, oh, bless. So I'm really going to have to try and get my head around that pattern. Such a blooming simple pattern. And I'm 1 stitch out.
Well, you can increase by 1 stitch easily, can't you?
Yeah, but it's just the fact that it's a pattern that goes backwards and forwards. And I need to see why the pattern is off center and why it doesn't add up, because then I need to know in the other rows what's happened with them. Because I've actually got the right number, but I haven't been able to do a certain stitch. And it's not me, because I've calculated it and it's off. It's just like,
frog.
No, because I'm telling you, right, there are 42 rows in this blinking pattern. That's what I need to know exactly where it is. So I'll work it out tomorrow. It's pretty easy to work out. It's not hard.
What?
What?
Just we all went quiet.
I know.
Anyway, ladies, it's nearly 9:20.
Yeah. Shall we go to bed?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
I'm
if
just
anybody,
say,
I look forward to seeing anybody and everybody who can come on Saturday at the address that we put in earlier. You can go backwards and find it. Those of you that can come, it would be lovely to see you. Those of you that can't, we might see you next year. And Gogglefrogs will be there next year, all being well.
Yes, and thank you so much for a lovely evening. I think all of us are a bit tired, but I haven't had a coughing fit, so that's really good. Robert's not fallen asleep.
You did at the beginning.
Huh?
You did at the beginning.
Yeah.
When silence was golden.
Oh, so anyway, and thank you so much, Marion, as well. It's been lovely. And yes, we will see you. There will be a Gogglefrogs on Saturday morning from somewhere. Who knows where it will be from and who knows how long it will be for, but we will have a Gogglefrogs Saturday morning special at 10 o'clock then. All right. See you all later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.